The spotlight's yours. If you have anything you want to tell the viewers and listeners.
Like I said, me and my family, Tonya, Susie, would like to thank you from the bottom of our heart. And I really mean that. For all the years you've been committed on supporting us. And we've enjoyed being part of Jacksonville. And we are part of Jacksonville. People always say, well, don't you want to go back to Italy? Yeah, I like Italy. Don't get me wrong. I still go there on vacation. Mm-hmm. But when you grow as young and you grow in Jacksonville and stuff, I mean, basically it kind of becomes your home, you know? Yeah. So this is it. The one thing I don't like personally, that's a personal thing now, and I'm not talking to a customer, everybody has different taste buds, is pineapple on the pizza. To me. Hey.
From Central Illinois, it's the Sofa King Awesome Show. Rock, metal, 80s, retro. It's not just good, it's Sofa King good. Oh, baby. Listen every Friday wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, even YouTube. And now, Sofa King Awesome. Here are your hosts, Thundersticks, on the Sofa King Awesome Show.
Welcome, everyone, to another amazing episode of the So Fucking Awesome Show. I am your host, Thundersticks, a.k.a. Brooke. I am here with a very nice gentleman. Many of you may know this smiling face sitting in front of me or next to me, but I'll let him introduce himself.
I am Salvatore. The people know me as Sam.
Yeah.
Vitale, and I am the co-owner with my sister, of Leo's Pizza, an Italian restaurant here in downtown Jacksonville.
Awesome. Yes, Sam, we've known each other for quite some time.
Yes, we have.
I don't even remember when I started working here. I think it was, 17 or 18, started folding pizza boxes.
You know what? My sister mentioned that to me earlier.
Yeah.
And I said, I think I do remember him working in here.
Yep.
You know, I couldn't remember.
It's
been a long time ago. I think half of Jacksonville has been through Leo's.
At least.
That's going up.
Once. Yes, at least once. Yeah, so we're sitting in the courtyard, kind of secluded away from everything else. And, so what's your role at Leo's now? Is it just everything? Or?
You know, our role is not just to be an owner and overlook at the employees.
Yeah, true.
It won't be the right thing. You can't run a business that way, especially if you own your own business. You have to be part of that employee.
Yeah.
You teach them how to cook. You're cooking. Sometimes you have to go up front, even take orders, everything, even go in the back and wash dishes. Yeah. We do a little bit of everything just for the upkeep of the business.
Well-oiled machine.
That's right. It can't just sit back and watch everybody work.
Correct. Yeah.
You know,
especially when your name's on.
That's right. On the pizza box and everything, we gotta put that reputation up there.
Heck yeah, man. No, I loved doing everything here. Yeah, starting from pizza boxes to making the mozzarella.
That's right.
You know, so. One of the Italian words that have just stuck with me from here, I think I still know what it means, is chistiani.
Yeah.
Still means person or people at the register.
That would be a Sicilian slang.
Right, yeah.
For saying the customer's here.
Someone at the register.
So that way you won't say it in English, hey, the customer's here.
Right.
You say, hey, Cristiani, they don't know what we're talking about. They will now. They will now. That's for sure. And so we're able to go up there and get them in the counter and serve them.
No, so that's totally amazing. So what led your family here? Is that a story that obviously you know very well?
Yes. You know, when my dad got started in the pizza business, in the restaurant business, it all started when he came to visit his brother-in-law at the time in Oregon, Illinois.
Okay.
Alfano's Pizza up there. And it was my mom's brother, Pete. And that's how he actually got the knowledge of getting into the pizza business. Because my dad, when he was back in Italy, he worked for this train company where they made wheels for train parts. Mm-hmm. And he was also a blacksmith, believe it or not.
Really?
He really was. But when he came here and got started doing that, like I said, it was his brother-in-law that kind of pushed him into it too as well, you know, show him the way.
Right.
And then ever since then, we also, as a couple years went by, I was growing up in Italy. Well, he was here then by himself for a while.
Right.
Then when we all came back, we actually started in Carrollton, Illinois. Was there for 7 months with a small little pizza place. It was just mainly pickup, and that's it.
Right.
That's how we got started. And like 6-7 months, not even a year, as we were still working in over there, my dad opened up this pizza place here. What used to be on the corner here, where the jail used to be, right there, our front of the pizza place, when you come in, that used to be Rose's Cafe. And it had also an AKA named the Greasy Spoon.
Really? How long? What year was that?
That cafe was here from the 50s up to 1978 when my dad took over.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So it's basically, the building's basically always served as a restaurant base, you know? Right. When my dad was started here in Jacksonville, me and my sister, she's 13, then I was 11. I came here when I was 10. We were still in Carrollton, running the pizza place as kids with a guy that kind of overlooked at us. He was like 18 years old. He kind of watched us over, you know, made sure everything was okay. But back then, there weren't so many rules. Youngsters actually run a business.
Yeah.
But it was a small, dinky little place, you know, would just pick up, you know.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't that much of a demand exposure. Right. But it got us started, though.
Right.
Then 7 months later, we moved in here to Jacksonville. Yeah. I started our Saviors. Of course, I couldn't speak hardly still any English.
Right.
I had a hard time on that. But being so young, and your mind is like a sponge.
Right.
You pick the stuff up immediately.
Yeah, it took you. Yeah.
So within by the end of the school year, I was already speaking English. So and my sisters went to school too. I went through our Saviors and graduated from Route. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, we were right here running this business, you know. And like I said, the first year wasn't that great. People still weren't used to an Italian restaurant in Jacksonville.
Right.
They weren't.
I'm sure you were the first one.
And I think we have to be, because I've checked and I've never known of any other Italian family moving in here running a restaurant. Not that I know of. Right. You know what?
Right.
There was Alice's restaurant back then where Bogart's is now. Yeah. It was run by Richard Pessina. That was many years ago. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't really an Italian restaurant, even though he was of Italian origin at the time. Right. No, first year was kind of tough. We had to get to know each other. My dad would make the pizzas and deliver them. Only driver back then. Went in 78 while my mom was doing all the cooking here with him, you know what?
Right.
It was a two-man show.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, had to be.
And then they started getting employees and things like that after a while, and slowly the business started growing. Introduced more stuff in the menu.
Right.
And eventually, what was that middle room back here used to be Bookarama bookstore. And we bought them. Mm-hmm. And eventually, through the years, we've expanded over.
Right, bought each section.
And expanded. That's
beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
You know what? There's a lot into this because a lot of sacrifices. A lot of
blood, sweat, tears,
oh my God,
arguments.
It really was. It was tough at first. And my dad wasn't even sure because he put all his money that he had saved up on this business. It's either do or break. Mm-hmm. And if we go forward. And if we break, we didn't make it, he was going to get his family, go back to Italy.
Right.
But everything worked out because he was confident. My mom was confident. They knew they were going to do it. We had a really good product.
Right.
My mom made everything from scratch.
Yeah.
So everything, actually, all the pieces fell in the right place, you know? And I remember, listen, as youngsters, we'd go to our Saviors, right, or Route. Mm-hmm. We'd go there as soon as school was over. I didn't have time to make my homework. I had to come up here and work. Then when I had to go home around 8 because of school, 8:30, then I tried to squeeze in whatever I could with homework.
Right.
Whatever I could.
Right.
And then the next day, again, same old session. I repeated that when we were open 7 days a week as a youngsters, growing up working. And it taught me a lot, actually, me and my sisters at this point.
Right.
Learn the sacrifice of working and know the meaning of it when you're young, and not to be considered like a slave child labor like some people do. Actually, if you do this while you're young, you actually grow up better. You understand more things about in the workforce. You know, you get more knowledge, you get more wiser, more smart. You were more responsible, collective. So I think I learned a lot of that.
Family owned just sounds better.
It is. I think it is.
Family owned, family run.
Family owned, family run. Because I tell the guys that usually work here, when you drop something, it breaks, or you burn a pizza because you neglected to look at it or whatever, you're still going to get paid no matter what.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're the ones taking the loss. Yeah. But we know that. But that's the meaning of when you run your own business.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Yeah. And with a lot of places in Jacksonville that may be family run, and I'm pretty sure, and I've talked to a few of them, they feel the same way when it comes down to it.
100%, yeah.
So
even my company in the construction world, if I'm running a little behind and I don't necessarily want I want my laborer to enjoy his Saturday.
That's right.
I'll work a half day to catch, you know what I mean? I'll go in there Saturday, do what I need to do, catch up or whatever, whatever it needs to be done, taken care of on Saturday, prepped, so Monday can be just run smooth. So
that's right.
I feel that, man. That's
it really is. I mean, I'm a little disappointed with today's workforce. I'm sure a lot of people know the idea. The reason why is you get them to come in. They would like to work for 2-3 hours, not more than that, and they're ready to go home. I think a lot of the kids are not really used to an 8-hour shift.
Right.
They really ain't. And when they do, they either come in and expect to be paid immediately with a high pay. And I've had people come up and say, hey, do I get this much? This and I look at them. You haven't even started working yet.
Right.
But I understand they're young. And it's a different generation, of course. Yeah, I respect 100%. That. I do
too. Yep.
But it wasn't like it used to be, put it this way. Yeah. If we really have to be honest about it.
Brass tacks about it. I understand, because if you don't know anything,
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's a lot of them will come in here, and I know you got to start somewhere.
You do.
And a lot of people come in, and they've never even touched a broom.
$20 an hour.
Sometimes they'll come up. I had a guy, listen, it was years, I had a person come up, but genuine. He was genuine. He didn't mean no harm by it. He really didn't. I knew he was genuine. He's just, as soon as I give him my broom to start, I go, I need you to sweep this floor real quick. Start with that, and then we'll move to something else. He goes, hey, by the way, I was wondering, for my services, am I going to get paid? How much do I get paid? I ain't going to get paid lowballed. I go, I'll tell you what, if your work is lowballed work, you're going to get a lowball pay. I was joking with him, But I said, do your work, and we taught him from scratch. That guy ended up staying here 17 years.
Really?
John Harbaugh was his name, and then he ended up
Shout out, John.
John ended up running a pizza place in Whitehall. And
was that John's Pizza?
John's Pizza.
Yeah.
And at the time, and he ended up staying here 17 years, turned out to be one of the best workers we ever had.
Yeah.
You know what?
This part of the episode is brought to you by Pizza Records, located on 326 West State Street, Jacksonville, Illinois, inside the Gillum House. Pizza Records is the ultimate destination for vinyl enthusiasts and music lovers alike. With their carefully curated collection of classic and contemporary albums, from rock to metal as well, they're dedicated to preserving the rich analog sound that only vinyl can deliver. If you're looking for a perfect album to add to your collection, or just want to immerse yourself in the world of vinyl, be sure to check out Pizza Records in Jacksonville, Illinois. Let's give a round of applause to our sponsor for this episode.
You ever had.
Yeah.
You know what? But there's a lot of history and a lot of people that I know that have succeeded and done other good things with it. You know, you got to start somewhere, and we wish you the best afterwards, whatever you do in life.
Of course.
You know what?
Yeah.
So, I've seen all kinds of stuff coming through here.
Oh, I bet.
You know what? Yes, you know what? I may be a little bit of a hard boss. I'm not going to.
The same way, bro.
You know, I really am.
Don't.
But I tell my guys all the time, when you work for here, it's all business, nothing personal. When this is over, we can laugh and do everything everything is okay. You know?
That's right.
But when it's here, it's, to me personally, I know that my sisters might have a different take. We are all different. It's all business. And then, we can have the pleasure of having fun right afterwards or whatever. Yeah, you know what? Now, I don't mean that I'm it's like that all slave the on my
time.
Way with a whip or anything. Don't get me wrong. But me and my sister have a different take on we do butt horns because we're family.
No,
we do
hey,
butt
man,
horns, believe me.
I've been here on some of your busiest nights. I feel like every night's the busiest night. You know,
sometimes it just seems to be that way.
It just feels like well, that's the price you pay for being like the best Italian restaurant.
Well, I know. We want people to judge that. We make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. We do make mistakes here. You know what? But we try. Well, if we make a mistake on an order or something like that, I swear to you, we try to redefine it, make it over again, make it the best we can.
Oh, of course, it's just like But you're voted number one Reader's Choice
in the last
decade,
15 years. But that's been an honor because I tell you this, and I like to tell all our customers, we're not where we sit at right today. Mm-hmm. It's because of them, only because of them, our customers, that we have been successful. Without them, we wouldn't be here at all. Zero.
I could eat Leo's Pizza. I shit you not, every single day.
You know what? When this is about over, we'll have a pizza and we'll eat.
Man, I absolutely love. I remember there was even a post that I made several years ago that I'm like, this is my 4th day in a row eating an extra large pepperoni pizza from Leo's. Just documenting it. It's.
People ask me all the time, do you get tired of eating pizza?
No.
The truth is, no. I really can't. You really don't, because if I don't eat a pizza, for example, I made a slice or two here and there while I'm working or I'm breaking. I know the guys sometimes are really busy, and when it's really busy, me and my sister will say, listen, you guys worked really hard today. We had a hard night, very hard night. Make a couple pizzas here for the employees. That's all eat. Yeah. Okay? And we do that. We recognize that, and we do that. A lot of these guys will come in. They'll even come in that didn't even eat all day.
Right.
And I know.
Right.
So, but I want them to think when we're busy. So I know with an empty stomach, some of these people might come in. Or
they're not up to 100%.
They're not up to 100%. Yeah. So sometimes I even tell them, I go, "Have you ate? You hungry?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm a little hungry." So I'll make something small to eat for him to get us by. He'll go, "Here, eat this, and let's go." You know what?
No, that's the way to be, man.
So. Yeah, you have
You've
to.
Always been
but we also look out for them too.
Yeah.
As much as we expect them to look out for us and give us the respect that we like to give them, we like to work as a family, even including them in. Yeah.
Every time I've seen you here, there, out in public, anywhere, you've been the same type of person.
I try to be, man.
You're just a genuine, nice person, man. I've always enjoyed seeing you. You know what I mean?
And I enjoy seeing you.
Yeah,
I know. I really do. But I have my days. Don't get me wrong. Here. I have my days. But
we're all human, man. Yeah.
But that's the way it is, though. I enjoy being in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's been good to us, and
that's good.
And we like to give back to the community, and we do. We'll do fundraisers. We do fundraisers for all the schools here in town.
Pack the house stuff.
Pack the house stuff, and 15%. Back to them. They use it for whatever they need, sports equipment for the kids, whatever they need it for.
You're in every parade.
And we'll try to get as many as we can, unless we're too tired, can't get out of bed.
Yeah. The walking pizza. Yeah, it's always an icon.
So, by the way, like I said, we've also recently started doing catering as well.
Okay.
We'll do I got a big wedding coming up in June that we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. And we'll do baptism, things like that. We just started putting our hands into the catering business. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, we have to do the catering is always on a weekend. Somebody gets married on a weekend, not on a weekday. Yeah. So we have to get that done at the same time running this show here.
Yeah.
So that's when everything gets brutal.
Oh, yeah. That's all hands on deck plus some,
I'll tell you, but it works out. It works out in the end,
Now, I don't remember this. I could be wrong. Do you guys do, kind of like a soft bake to send overnight to people? Is that a once in a while, or is that a thing?
We do that. It's a half bake. It's like what we do. We roll out the crust, cut it, put some sauce, stick it in the oven for maybe a minute or two, take it out, let it cool off.
Right.
Then we'll put whatever ingredients, and we'll saran wrap it just like you go to the store and get one at the store.
Right.
I'll freeze it overnight. Mm-hmm. Already boxed up with the address written on it. Mm-hmm. And we've delivered them to California, Florida, Texas. We have. Now, I can't guarantee, and when I tell the people, listen, I'll even give you a discount on the pizza. I even half off because you're ordering it from
that far
across the country. But the problem is, the charge that the U.S. Post Office charge, or even UPS, is 5 times what the pizza's worth. Yeah. But some people, believe it, will say, I don't care. I got to have Leo's Pizza for my birthday.
I would. Yeah.
And we'll rack it up really nice. And when it gets there, I'll tell them, please call me back or let me take a picture the minute you get it. I want to see what it looks like.
So I know how my product gets shipped
So across. I know what to do if I have to get better when we ship something like that.
Yeah.
And they always say it comes in, they put it in the oven, and they said, it's just as good. And we've done that, but not a lot. But we have. A lot of these deliveries, believe it or not, end up being in Illinois as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
People up in Chicago will even ask us, send us one over there. Or
Right.
Missouri, which is closer.
Yeah.
But when you talk California, it takes 2 days to get there. That's when I worry. It happened one time. And to this guy who went to IC, called me. He goes, man, I haven't had Leo's. I keep thinking of you guys. You should be your best customer.
I'm having dreams,
IC.
man.
And what I did, I go, listen, because of that, if you pay the mail, the postal service, I'll give you the pizzas for free. Don't pay for them.
Right.
Just because you're asking, you're over there, I'll do them for free and we'll send them to you. He calls me and we sent him. He wanted it express. He was going to pay for it and everything, and he did. Mm-hmm. He got the pizzas in exactly 2 days, and I put him as tight as I could. I even added some dry ice on this one because I knew it was going to take an extra day. But when he got him, he opened it up, sent me a picture and everything, and I was impressed how good it still looked right there. And it was sent during the summertime. Oh, in the summertime, you got hot trucks in the back. Yeah. You know, you don't keep your mail warm in the wintertime. So sometimes I wish people, when they want something like this, do it on the winter here. Right. So when it gets the stuff in the truck, it stays cold anyway. Yeah. You know?
It's really just the packaging. But
that's right.
I've noticed, through the posts that some people, your customers or people that grew up here, live out in California, Idaho, wherever, and they're like...
It makes us feel good that people that used to live in Jacksonville will still request that, you know? It really does.
Yeah, because I've been all over, and I'm a big foodie, and I try... I like barbecue and I like pizza. So like I'm Italian and I'm barbecue. So obviously growing up here, I try to, this is my, what is it? What do they call it? This is my neutral, this is my, but I compare it to everyone. I'm like, it's not as good as Leo's. It's not as good as Leo's, And I'm like, hey.
Like I said, we're not the very best, but we like to be on top if we can.
It's a good pie, man. All of them. I can't, I cannot complain on any. Now, speaking of pies, you got a favorite? What's your favorite type of pie?
I can eat about all of them. Yeah. But basically,
what's your pizza?
My favorite pizza would be like an all-meat pizza or an all-meat. I like that. Yeah. That's my favorite. Yeah. But like I said, I've eaten just about everything. I like about everything. I do like anchovies too, but I don't crave for them. You know, some people go crazy over them. The one thing I don't like personally, that's a personal thing now, and I'm not talking to a customer. Everybody has different taste buds. Yeah. Is pineapple on the pizza. To me. Hey, to each his choice. You like it, that's fine. Yeah. As a personal view, from my taste buds, though. Like I said, everybody's different. Yep. I can't eat pineapple on the pizza. I personally can't. But a lot of people do. And we do sell a lot of them.
I like pineapple.
They like it. Good for you. I'll make it even better as I can.
I like pineapple solely by itself. Yeah. And then, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good on that. We'll jump to the pizza.
That's
what where and why do you choose the specific ingredients that you've chose?
Well, actually, my mom started experimenting things. Even though we got the idea when my dad first came here, he got the pizza recipe. That's been copied down through a family, like from my Uncle Pete, who or started it. Then within time we perfected as much as we can for our own choice. We made a change something. Our sauces, all our sauces are especially when it comes to pasta dishes. Our fettuccine and our spaghetti sauce is made at hand. We don't just get it already
bulk made,
already prepared, dump it in and serve it. No, we have to put the ingredients that my mom basically made.
Heavy whipping cream.
The heavy cream that she used for the fettuccine sauce, which we use it a lot on pizzas for our chicken Alfredo. Yep. And that's a kill. That's a great tasting pizza to myself. I like it too.
That's amazing.
But a lot of the stuff, also my mom would sit in the kitchen and experiment with what she knew. And that's how we got started on that, on a lot of our recipes anyway. When they say, well, it's, brought down from family, it is true. I mean, my mom was an excellent cook. I mean, she just didn't have the degree that said, I'm a chef, but written on a book, but she was a chef in every way. I mean, she could cook any kind of meat, bake it, cook it, anything. She would do it, made her own meatballs, everything, But that's when you have a family business. There's always something that you will make on your own, and something that you can't, that you have to get it already prepared.
Right.
For example, some fried foods. Well, we're not going to deep fry a mushroom and dump it in there. Like anybody in town, when it comes to like fried mushroom, things like that, they're not going to make it. They're going to get it from a distributor,
Right.
a good, reputable distributor. Get it, use it, and that. And I'm going to be honest here, you know, and that's with all the restaurateurs in town or anywhere else for that matter.
No, I feel that way too. I mean, it's just like, but this is, like I said, this is personal me, you know, because I know I'm coming from a food industry too, but being construction now is in this smaller town, all these people have kind of the same food trucks.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So it's,
True.
you know, if your mom and pop down
You'll
here is
notice.
getting one
That's
down
right.
here, you know, yeah, they're serving the same thing, and we can't like one and not the other. Like they're serving the same product.
But if you see, for example, a truck from Springfield,
as far as
Cisco,
appetizers.
or something like that, or
GFI or whatever, whatever it is.
Gordon Food Service.
Yeah.
If you see him go across
GFS.
the street or here, well, then we're buying the same fried foods or paper products, of course, that we're going to have to use for everything.
Yeah.
From napkins, from things like that. You know, you got to get all this stuff.
Yeah, single serving stuff. Yeah.
So.
Oh, I've seen that along the way. Is there a now being Italian? Is there a dish that you like cooking that's not Italian that you know?
Oh man, you know
like,
I like
or breakfast items. I
like sometimes I'll get over there and make a dish for some of these employees here that I make personally.
Right.
That I would get from a recipe book that I have.
Right.
And for example, I would make the other day I made pistachio sauce from pistachio nuts.
Okay.
Pesto.
Okay.
Which is very popular in Italy right now. It really is the thing. They get the pistachios, they'll put olive oil, they'll put them in a blender till they become liquefied.
Right.
Then they'll add ingredients, spices. I'm telling you, it's like if you're gonna eat pesto, regular pesto, which is made of almonds and basil. I mean basil. And then you throw almonds in there to make it better, or pine nuts for that matter.
Yeah.
Pistachio sauce is the thing. I mean, it's so good tasting.
Are you making that in a pasta, or you?
I use that to make it for the pasta, of course.
Yeah.
Something, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You can actually now buy it on big jars made that come. It's imported from Italy, but it is expensive. Pistachio nuts are not cheap when you buy them at the store. So imagine when you have to make it.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Charge a customer $20 for a plate of pistachio pesto? I can't do that.
Right.
You know, I can't do it either. So it'll have to be something that I make personally for us.
Yeah.
Or I'll make pasta with clams, mussels.
Now you're going to get an influx in pistachio.
What's that?
You're going to get an influx in pistachio
pasta.
Yeah,
for sure,
like,
right?
They're going to be like, hey, what about that sauce you wanted to make?
That's right.
I'll pay $20 for it.
Well, you know what? In that case, I'll tell you what. You bring me that pistachio nuts.
I got you.
Okay? So that way it'll cost you next to nothing. How's that? You know what? For you, I'll do it. No problem.
I love it, man. That is amazing. So now also, I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people have seen the pictures of the celebrities.
Yes.
You know, you and your family, everybody, you know.
Most of those pictures there are from my nephew. We had a guy that worked here. His name was Mark Medley.
Right.
Very known in town. You remember
Shout
Mark?
out, owns Destination Toys.
Yes, he owns
Shout
Destination
out, Mark.
Toys.
Yep.
He worked here, and he would. I went with him a couple times. We hunt him down for like a specific, like Bill Maher. One time we had to go get Bill Maher in Champaign, Illinois.
Oh yeah.
And we had to sit for a long time before we got him. But so he got my nephew involved with him at the time. So when you come in, you see all these celebrities. They take pictures because they'd find out where they're at, apparently in St. Louis or whatever venue they're at, doing some signing. So they go over there and do that. But I just don't have the patience to sit down and do all that stuff. So
Right. No, it's cool. Now, Leo's on Wheels?
that is something that my niece, Cassandra, got.
Her
Now,
and Jerry.
She got it from the late, bless his soul, Jerry Newman. And you knew Jerry,
Yep.
who worked here for a bunch of years before he went on his own. She bought the bus from him. That's what he was doing. He gets these buses, school buses, refinishes them, remakes them into a moving restaurant. Put it this way.
Right.
And that's a project that my niece has.
Yeah.
And she's doing real well on it. and she enjoys it. She'll go from town to town, or people can rent the bus and say, hey, you know what? I want to have a big birthday party for a 16 birthday party for my daughter. I want you to come and do it and park over here. And she'll do that too for events.
Right.
But that project, it is Leo's Pizza Mill. She sells a lot of stuff we sell here. Some things not. Some of the stuff she has in there.
Her twist, yeah.
Like she doesn't. But different stuff. Still are Leo's, but it's her own thing.
Yeah, no, of course.
She's doing real well on it.
I'd give her a shout out, of course.
So
now there are, speaking of, serving Leo's Pizza or the recipe or type of, there's a family all over the place, or Illinois, I assume, that serve the pie that you guys, just like you or close to. Is that something that you guys are hoping to expand to go all over the nation?
Well,
or
family,
no.
Our family, we have family, cousins, uncles, that have pizza places like in Carlinville, Aledo, Illinois, or Monmouth, Galesburg, Bethalto, Illinois.
Okay,
got my cousins down there. And we all buy from the same distributor.
Okay.
Our main distributor is an Italian distributor.
Okay.
Our main guy, where we get our cheese, and our cheese comes from a family in Walnut, Illinois. People think we get it from no. It comes from Walnut, Illinois. It is Avanti Foods. And they make the cheese there. Yeah. They make it there. And they only deliver predominantly to mom and pop stores. Right. Mostly Italian. Because we all serve their cheese that they make, that we like, the kind of mozzarella cheese they do. So a lot of our Italian relatives here would have that.
Yeah. So I love that, man. That is amazing.
You want to do good, you got to make the sacrifice.
That's right.
And that's it.
And that's why you've been here since 1978.
May of 1978. Actually, it will be 46 years.
Oh, you're coming up on 46 years.
Coming up on 46 years. I think I'll quit at 50.
Yeah.
At 50 years, I think I'm going to back up, man. I'm getting old too,
I doubt it. That smile keeps you young, man.
I don't know. But here I am.
Yeah.
Here we are. Me and my sister still running this, and
it's beautiful, man. I love this place, and you've seen everybody grow up and start their own families.
That's
and
right.
You've probably seen a lot of people grow up and still consider your family, and seeing how everybody just stays here, from the waitresses to the cooks.
That's right.
Everybody just stays here a long time.
We do have some employees that have been here many years. I mean, like I said, we had Mark Medley was here over 20.
Striker.
John, 17.
Yeah.
Striker was delivering for, about 13 years.
Yeah, forever.
Then we had, but they're no longer here, but, they put their time.
Yeah.
We've had others in the past, like late Jerry Newman, that he was here for 7 years, and he was even, people are not aware, he started here, and when he went on his own, the U.S. Pizza Olympic team drafted him because he put a YouTube video one time of him tossing the dough with all kinds of acrobatics, and they got him. And he was in the U.S. Pizza Olympic team and performed in tournaments in Italy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
he did at the time. So we've had other people who've stayed up to maybe 5 years. But most of the ones we've had, we have a driver that's been here for, 30-something years. Brian, BK, we call him, and Everett. They've been over 30 years here.
That's amazing.
And they're still delivering pizzas. They don't want to go anywhere else now. You know what?
Right.
So they have seniority, so we'll give them the extra edge.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
you have to.
That's beautiful, man. I love coming here, and I love seeing everybody all the time, and even outside.
That's right.
Leo's,
I think at one point or the other, if I remember, if I had people working here for like a month, I may forget who they were, after many years. We knew you worked here for a while. I remember you and stuff. And I think, if anything, about a fourth or half of Jacksonville has been working at Leo's through the years.
Yeah, and it's something that's going to stick with them for the rest of their life, and I hope they tune in and watch that. Well, the spotlight's yours. If you have anything you want to tell the viewers and listeners.
Like I said, me and my family, Tonya, Susie, would like to thank you from the bottom of our heart. And I really mean that. For all the years you've been committed on supporting us. And we've enjoyed being part of Jacksonville, and we are part of Jacksonville. People always say, well, don't you want to go back to Italy? Yeah, I like Italy. Don't get me wrong. I still go there on vacation. But when you grow as young and you grow in Jacksonville and stuff, basically it kind of becomes your home. you know?
Yeah.
So this is it. But I thank everybody for your support through the years, from the deepest of our hearts.
Coming up on 46 years.
Coming up on 46 years.
This May,
and
yeah.
it's a big thing. So if hopefully our health stays good, we can be here for many more. We'll see.
Heck yeah.
But thank you, Jacksonville and surroundings, for your support.
Well, thank you, everyone. This has been another amazing episode with Leo's Pizza, located.
It's a
here.
pleasure to have been here. It really is.
Thank you.
know?
Well,
Thank
hopefully,
you.
we'll get you at the personal house sometime. You can just kick back and have a drink.
Hey, you know what? No problem at all.
Shoot the stuff. You know what I mean? So, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode of the So Fucking Awesome Show.